So, my match reaction, Sheffield United 1, Watford 0. So yeah, first off, it were basically, let's start talking about first off and line-up. So, in goal, Michael Cooper. Then, on the right, it was Chiedozie Albeni, I think. Then it were Tanganga, me and McGuinness. Then Sam McCallum, who I thought played quite decent today. He were my man at match, to be fair. Then it were Sumari and Peck. Or were it? No. It was, start again, rewind.
2 a.m. in the morning, 2 shots in, I'm slowing, feeling like you're controlling.
Wow. Yes. Thank you. Finally. Let's talk about it. Hey up, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another video. Welcome to a positive video. Wow. Sheffield United 1, Watford 0. And that result means we've climbed above the next rivals. So yeah, let's talk about the game. Let's talk about my man at match. Let's talk about who's the outstanding performers. So let's talk about it. Three Blades. So lineup were Cooper in goal. Then it were Tanganga, Ben Mee, McGuinness and Sam McCallum, who were my man of the match, who were ever present. He were getting hold of the ball. He were basically a unit. He were going bombing forward. He were making space for Chiedozie. Making space for Barry, but we'll talk about Barry coming up. City Peck, I thought, played quite decent. I think our defenders played decent as well, like McGuinness, Tanganga and Ben Mee. They are showing a real steady hand at this level, and so is McCallum for last game. And this game, what's just gone? Then City Peck, I thought he were quite good winning them midfield battles, duo. But this is where we come on to Samari. I don't think Samari and Peck works, in my honest opinion. And obviously Samari got substituted on for the debut, and well, not a full debut, but a new signing, Jairo Riedewald, which I thought played quite steady. I think he's a must start next game to steady shape. He looked quite good in the flashes throughout the game. So on the right wing were Chiedozie Albeni, how he just ran his man. He was just skidding past everyone in the first half. It was just unfortunate that I think it was the first couple of minutes, it was either him or Campbell had that shot. Any other day, that would have been a worldy goal. I think it was only about a couple of minutes in. That was just unfortunate not to get in the net. Then Watford have a few hair and scaring moments as well in the first half. We think, oh, here we go. Imran Loser looked a real threat for them. I think that Nestroy, number 66, and Kamande, whatever you call him, he were a dark horse player. He would just start trying to pull wool over referees' eyes, but let's not talk about that because they're not our players. So then it were Callum O'Hare in the central, and then Louis Barry, which I thought played quite poor today. I would be sorry to see him go. Then obviously Tyrese Campbell again. It worries me how when he was training, I said to a few people that he's got a little bandage around his, I think it was his left or right calf, I believe. So I think, injury, just a freak accident. Wilder said apparently on the radio after the game, Gustavo Harmer's got a freak injury. That's all we need. But is it though? Because Callum O'Hare plays a lot better without Gustavo Harmer. He's not trying to look for Gustavo Harmer, if you know what I mean. I think if we do sell him, it won't be all he's lost in January. He might have played his last match in a United shirt. Who knows? But I just feel like when we need him the most, he gets an injury. These points are absolute vital now. From now until the new year, till we get some good signings in. Send a few poor players back, like i.e. Barry, Binden, Ben Godfrey. I've noticed how Ben Godfrey weren't even on the subs bench today. Because to say it all, if I were Chris Wilder, I'd look to send Godfrey back because it's too much of a high wage and we can get a better, younger talent on loan. As well as Barry, as well as Binden, because I don't think none of them shown efficiency. There were a point where McCallum played through to him. Played through to him. He was just jogging. Like, if that were Ogbenny, and he's twice as older than him, I think Ogbenny's about 29. He was just sprinting for that ball. He was making sure everything count. And yeah, that's it. For first half, we looked quite a decent team. I think he was said on board that we had 7 shots to 1 target. I think Watford had 7 shots and 1 on target, I believe. Going on to the second half now, we come out. I don't think we've looked a bit like shaky first 5-10 minutes, but this is where it gets to the goal. I think Brooks came on for Barry, which is a fair substitution because I do not believe Barry were effective today. I just think he was just basically poor. I think Samari, that were as you were as well substitutions. I do believe that Samari came on for Jairo Riedewald as well. Danny Ings came on for Tyrese Campbell. That's a steady thing. I do believe I was a bit shocked about Sam McCallum coming off for Harrison Burrows because Harrison Burrows not being a player what he were, a shell of himself. Maybe Chris Wilder wants to bed him into squad, bed him minutes. I do believe, like I said, Sam McCallum were easily night and day my man at match today. Then it were Chiedozie Ogbenny as a close. So we had some shots in the second half. Boy, if that were confident team, we would have had more than 3 or 4 today. Easily. I just think confidence is low. We need to get 3 points on board, and we did. So, incoming the winning goal, it was, I believe it were Callum O'Hare. I think it was corner. It came in. I think it was a short corner. Don't at me for this, but Selvig saved it. Selvig saved one at shots. Then Brooks passed it back in. You think, oh bloody hell, we might be onto something here. Then it trickled, and then Callum O'Hare slotted it. Oh my word, he slotted it home. That goes to show right player at the right time, on the line, taps it in, poacher's goal, as you like. And basically, I am more than happy with that. I'd take a scruffy goal any day, rather than trying to do worlds of shots and he didn't. So fast forward to, I know Watford made good substitutions. Rocco Vata for that Nestoy. And like I said, I don't know much about Watford. I don't really watch Watford team. I know certain players, but it's all in real time, and I'm trying to focus on the game. And I will do going forward now. I don't think I'm going to do as much match footage unless it's a real counter attack or it's a penalty or a free kick win range. I'm not going to spend all the game trying to film this, trying to film that. It just takes too much time. I'd rather just come on, talk about it, brief it, and then just do a little match shorts on TikTok and just let you watch it and just download it to my YouTube channel. So yeah, in the last 10 minutes, this is where I thought, oh, this is just our luck. This is where I thought, like, Watford had a shot, it trickled over and it hit the bar, the right side of the bar. I thought, whoa, that's just our luck. We concede that, and oh my God, what a sucker punch. And that is just glad that went in. And they were in the corner about 93rd second minute. You could tell Watford were trying to push, but we just kept them at bay. They had a corner, and one of the players in it, I thought, oh my God, it's just going to go in. It's just going to go in. Knowing our luck, it's going in, and 1-1, and 2 points dropped. But luckily, it were 3 points. Come on! So yeah, that's just right about it. I've got a smile on my face, as you can tell. And you know what? I'm going to celebrate it till the next game. We move off the foot of the table. I'm not going to say who we've overtook. But we've overtook a certain team. And yeah, wow. On to Blackburn next. And I think it's a must-win game. Currently what Blackburn's in and how high we are with tails on wagging after that game. We won that game today. Another clean sheet for Coops. He needs it. Another 1-0 win. So yeah, let's make Lane a fortress. Let's make it loud like today. It was quite loud in my opinion. So as always, I'm going to leave it at that. And come on, you red and white wizards. Come on!